was a very, very heavy fall.
Welcome to Fight and Talk UK. Thank you for everyone watching. Okay, so let me say this. Okay, Decca Heggie has disappeared from the internet, hasn't he? Because his channel was closed down. Who was it closed down by? The people that are now being called Bacons. Okay, so Decca Heggie disappeared, didn't he? And everyone started calling him Bacons. Let me tell you this. The man is going to fight on Sunday. This is a fighting channel. If you do not agree with having Decca Heggie on this channel, or you please disappear and unsubscribe, because he is coming on. And you know what? He has got his right, hasn't he? Hasn't he got his right to fucking reply? Because Dean's put messages. I've interviewed Dean. House of Pain, big shout out to you. Big shout out to all my subs and people. Yeah, we got 116. The numbers are growing. Mr. Heggie will be here in a couple of minutes. Decca Heggie is here. So I'm going to bring him in. I'm going to go straight into this. Decca Heggie, how are you?
How are you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. How are you?
Well, I've just arrived in Oxford. I thought I'd come down a couple of days earlier just to get the feel of the place and, you know, meet the lads and just come down and relax. I mean, I'm just lying in my room now, relaxing, and just was going to watch a film. When I get off this, I'm going to watch a movie and just chill out. And I'm just feeling very confident and very excited for the fight, mate.
So, Decca, can we squash the rumours that the Joyces are not fair play men, that you are in Oxford? Willie Joyce, big shout out to you, Willie Joyce. Fair play, very fair family, the Joyces, Decca. Would you agree?
Yes, what it is, the situation is Joe, for certain circumstances, can't come over. So what's happened is the fair player is passed now to Paul Joyce. So Willie, Paul and Timmy are all confirming, and I just want to confirm this to everybody that's got doubts. I will be streaming the fight live from my Facebook page, the All or Nothing. To be honest with you, I mean, the amount of excuses that Dean comes, I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. I mean, I just thought two men arrange a fight, train, and have a fisticuff. Look at me and Danny Christie. I mean, we don't get on, but I mean, 6 days' notice, we both had a scrap. We just got on with it and got it done with.
Yeah, okay, sorry, like, because no one's really interviewed you properly, have they? Can I just ask you, that Danny Christie fight, we did speak about that. We've been messaging for a few days. That fight, like, probably had over 5 million views now. I mean, I know you and Danny had backwards and forwards, but see all these idiots on YouTube, yeah, that try and get you shut down and me shut down. I mean, you've got to give Danny Christie respect, haven't you, for at least at fucking turning up and having a scrap with you? Because not a lot of people would actually do that, would they, Decca?
Oh, he's a fighting man, 100% fighting man. He's a tough, hard lad. He's, to be honest with you, mate, there's been no back and forth with. I think we've moved on with our lives, and I just want to say congratulations on his contract with the BKFC company, and I hope to be honest with you, although we don't get on with him being a British fighter, I hope he wins his fight. Listen, I'm not a jealous person. I want to see everybody do well. Unfortunately, mate, on YouTube, there's a lot of jealous, envious people that want to rip people down.
Decca, I don't really want to talk too much about them people, because I know your mental health's in a good place at the moment. And I know you've got a lot of followers, mate, and you've got a lot of people that rely on you for their mental health and stuff. Decca, can I ask, what's the difference now?
Well, the host has disappeared. Where have you gone, fella? Am I going to keep the audience entertained? No, listen, guys, I'm feeling. You're back.
Are you still there, mate? Sorry,
Yeah,
I cut out there.
I was hosting the show for you then.
Yeah, thank you, mate. Like, Decca, what's it like? Do you know when I first met you? Was at Dave Courtney's in the back, you know, the gangster's back garden. That was the first ever bare knuckle fight for you. You've had about 15 or 16 since then. How can you compare that one with the Bulldog to your last one with Danny Christie, mate? Apart from the weight difference, obviously.
Danny was a miles better boxer. I think, you know what it is with Danny, and I mean, listen, I'm not a one for excuses. Listen, Danny probably wasn't fit. I was 3 stone overweight. I was 18 stone 12. I give a lot of, I mean, people are saying I was 5 stone heavier than him. Fair enough, but I was very lethargic. There was no head movement. And Danny caught me with the feints, so every time he was feinting me, he was catching me with the straight right, which for me that's his signature, and he needs to stick to that because he's good at that. But the Bulldog he just kept coming forward, didn't he? I was hitting him with bombs, and the thing is with the Christie fight, I couldn't use my power because my hips. What it was, the story goes, I was bulking up. It was, you know, when it comes to the gym and size, it was all for ego, just to get big and look the part. To me, it's just a waste of time now that I'm in shape. And 10 months without cardio, it was me that called Danny out, and Danny accepted it as a fighting man. So on 6 days' notice, the fight got arranged. I don't know I don't think Danny was fit either. We both went down, turned up in Manchester, and we had a fight both unfit. Now, the Bulldog fight, I mean, Bulldog was just, he could hit him. He was like, he could take punches, but I couldn't use my full power in the Christie fight because my hips were that stiff from squatting and deadlifting and lifting heavy weights. I wasn't able to get the twist in my punches. But see, this Sunday, you were going to see a completely different man.
Well, obviously, Decca, this was 8 years ago, wasn't it, when we first met and was at that Dave Courtney's. And you've obviously suffered from mental health. Like, I've seen you this week. You look quite mentally strong at the moment. What's keeping you mentally strong for this fight, Decca?
Truthfully, I'm going to be honest. I mean, I've just made a video on my mental health channel. I was during the Dean camp. I was sectioned for 5 days in a mental hospital. I was going to try to commit suicide 3 times in a week. I won't go into discussion of why. I just was, and I got sectioned, and that time in that hospital opened my eyes up to reality and the fact that there's a lot more people in life in worse places than myself. And it actually gave me routine and structure when I was in there. So when I've came out, obviously with the help of medication and structure, and now early morning, I get up at 5 o'clock every morning and go cold water swimming, and then I do my training. The new structure and routine in my life has given me the buzz, the mojo, the happiness that I want. And I'm starting to now find contentment because I'm doing everything positive to keep my mind in a good place. Listen, you're not going to be happy every day, but if you can get out of bed on a dark day and still go to the gym or still do something active, you're keeping your mental health at bay.
How hard is it, Decca? Because like me and you have known each other for obviously 8 years ago was when I first interviewed you. I know up and down through fights you've had various stages of mental health, but would you say going into this fight with Dean is the mentally strongest you've been, mentally and physically?
100%. Do you know what it is? I'm 38-year-old, but I think I'm getting better with age. Listen, I'm not a boxer. I'm not technically gifted. Never have been. But
how do you feel? Because obviously I said to you, like, go on, sorry, Decca, go on.
I can take a punch all day long, and there's one thing Dean won't do. He won't knock me out. The thing is, now the fit version of me, now with the practice of the new footwork that I've been doing, the head movement and everything else that I'm going to bring into it, I'm just the best version of myself. And I'm better now than I was when I was actually active as a bare knuckle fighter.
Oh, I've got a question for you, Decca. You know, there was a lot of criticism after your Danny Christie fight. A lot of people say obviously you won because Danny took the knee twice, but out of respect for both of you, and you respect Danny as well, don't you? All these months on, you know do you know the cut he put on your head, that massive cut? Because most people looked at it and said, "Oh, he fucked his head up." But I think most of us, like Danny Christie, looked at it as well. I've just given him a massive gash, and he doesn't look like it hurt him. Like, you don't look like
It
you
was
feel pain, Decca. Every time I've seen you fight, you don't seem like you feel pain.
I think, do you know what it is when you've suffered trauma through your life, when you've been through a lot of mental health battles? I mean, for me, mental health's harder than a fight, and I'm mentally tough. I mean, look at the trolling campaign that I went through for 3 years. Any man would have probably committed suicide. This man, I'm still here. I haven't hid away. I've stayed strong. I've trained and got fit. Danny caught me with I think it was a straight right and a left hook, ripped the head wide open. But I've just got a really good pain threshold. To be honest with you, at the time you don't feel the punches, but it's the next day, then you feel it. But I got 16 stitches here, and then I got 3 stitches there and 3 stitches in that eye as well.
Can I just say to anyone putting that I'm a rat and everything for interviewing Decca Heggie is fighting on Sunday. Yeah, I didn't arrange the fight, but he has the right to speak about his fight, 100%. Listen, everyone's done the videos, haven't they? The police haven't arrested him, has he? He's still there. So, come on, it's not down to me to do that. I'm interviewing Decca about a fight.
Do you want to know something, right? What it is? This whole thing all started from 2019. This is the reason why me and Danny had a fight. But listen, I'm not going to slay him. Listen, me and Danny, our beef's over. But it all started in 2019. And what's happened is, if you've got to look at it, look at it from an outsider's point of view. Look at the people calling me. Look at the state of them. Look at their own convictions. Look at their own skeletons they're hiding.
Yeah,
Decca, I'm not going to name them. I don't want to name them. I'm not going to name them.
Dodgy Dave with his balaclava, Decca. Dodgy Dave with his balaclava, slagging you off, yeah. Like, that's like, come on, and listen, Motorsports, yeah, offered you out, yeah. You replied to him. You said, let's do it, and he backed away, didn't he? He backed away. He didn't want it. The people are calling you out, mate. I can see it, but they don't really want it with you because they realise. Fucking hard work.
Listen, there's always someone harder in life. Listen, do you know what it is? And I've decided after this, Dan, right, that when I've had this fight with Dean, I'm going to be positive, and I'm not going to get into arguments with anyone. I know I'm going to get people calling me out, but it has to be worth my while. It's got to be. I can't do everything for free in life. Do you know what I mean? If I do fight again, it will be money involved, but I just want to be positive. I'm loving my life at the moment. I'm liking my routine. I'm enjoying spending time with my family and friends, and I'm just a normal person. I don't think I'm anything special, and you know, I'm just living a normal life. I'm a bit of a lone wolf, mate. I go to the cinemas on my own. Sometimes I like to take my nana to the bingo. I just like doing normal things, but I'm nothing special. The people portray me through rumour, and unfortunately lies spread further than the truth. And because people have said things about me that isn't true, a lot of people believe it because they want to believe it. They don't want to really look into facts. And the people like record all these recordings and edits and all this false crap. To live the lives that they are. You've got to remember, right? These are grown-ass men on YouTube with families and kids wearing balaclavas and stuff. If they're acting like that on YouTube, what are they like behind closed doors with their own families?
Exactly. And some of the characters, Decca, really, that have come out and tried to say stuff about you, and one that particularly irritated me was Dodgy Dave, because from what I got, he was a stalking fan, and you kind of went, all right, yeah, I'll be your friend, yeah. Then he proper turned on you, that Dodgy Dave, innit, with his balaclava. I don't know about everything else, Decca. You've told me yourself, yeah, that you're a nightmare with women, like some blokes are, innit?
I'll be honest with you. I was a player. I was a ladies' man, and do you want to know something? The trolling campaign for 3 years has actually put me off getting into relationships and meeting people because I don't trust anybody. And I think it goes with the mental health as well. I'm always paranoid, thinking, have people got an agenda against me? Is someone trying to set me up? So I kind of probably find it hard to settle down in a relationship because I don't know. I always think that someone's got an agenda, or the trolls have maybe put someone up to it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm just happy being on my own and focusing on my mind, and I'm doing a bit of self-care. And you're going to see the best version of me on Sunday. And, people will be surprised because, for a 38-year-old man, I think I'm getting better with age.
Decca, there's a lot of people saying fucking in the chat, listen, I'm a bacon enabler and all stuff like that. But can I just say to all them people, right? See this guy, I was going to interview him a couple of months back, wasn't it? But everyone was in on him, right? This guy's disappeared for a few weeks, Decca, right? And then everyone's turned on each other, aren't they? They're all calling everyone else nonsense now. So how can we take fucking anything that these people that have, especially motorsports, Dodgy Dave, who have all struck Decca and my channels, how can you take them seriously? This geezer here in front of me is a fighting man. This is a fighting channel, and I'm talking to him about a fight. So if you've got a problem with him, you can message him, Decca. Obviously, same as with Dean. I have the same with Dean.
Do you know what it is? I'm not really a religious person, but for me, I forgive everybody for what's happened, because for all the people that have targeted me and stuff, I've got to forgive, because I can't go through the rest of my life hatred and being bitter, because I'm never going to be happy. For me to move forward in my life, I've got to forgive them, because listen, some of these people, and don't take this the wrong way, some of these people that are targeting us are having mental health problems themselves, and it's plain to see the way they behave on social media. And for me, I have to forgive, because if I don't, I'm just going to end up bitter for the rest of my life. And after this fight, want to move forward. I want to get back to podcasting and making documentaries, and also doing my mental health channel, and just be normal. And because I just live a normal life, mate. I'm boring. I go to the gym every day. I go and get my food. I do 16 mile on the bike every day.
Dodgy Dave, sorry, Decca. Dodgy Dave, you have got more chance of getting on a fucking bus than getting on here with Decca Heggie. You call him everything, yeah? You fucking dodgy cunt. You can fuck off, Dodgy Dave. I'd rather Decca Heggie in my ass any day than you slippery cunt. Go on, Decca.
No, but like I say, I just want to get on. The thing is, isn't it funny though? These people seem to hate me, but they always tune in when I talk.
And most of them befriend you, don't they, at the start, really? Most of them want to be your friend at the start.
Dave befriended me at my most vulnerable back at Christmas in December. I was very suffering with my mental health really bad, and he actually befriended someone in my family first, and then obviously started talking to me. And he started travelling from Liverpool to come and see me at my mum's house. And it was only a friendship for 12 weeks, and then I was made aware of something in the newspaper that he'd robbed an old woman.
Yeah, and, Dave, listen, stop asking to come on, Dave. Listen, you've been slagging Decca Heggie off, mate, right? I'm standing here chatting with him. You ain't coming on here with him, mate. You had your chance with him, didn't you? You said that his daughter sat on your lap, yet you apparently knew that he had accusations. Why would you let your daughter alone with him when you already knew that, you little fucking weird sucker?
I'll tell you what I want to do, Dan. I want to actually explain that story, right? And Axel, did you know Dodgy Dave bullied Axel off the podcast? That's why Axel doesn't work with me anymore, because Dodgy Dave bullied him. He was actually bribing him, and I think he was sending Axel. Axel's got all the emails. He was bribing Axel to leave the podcast. Axel ended up leaving because Axel has mental health problems himself. I'm still good friends with Axel. And what it was, Dave, I think it must have been a setup. Dave invited me, with you and the Knives Down Fist Up documentary, Dave invited me and Axel into his home. There was me, Axel, Dave, and Dave's missus in the room. His daughter, Dave tried to claim his daughter was a big podcast fan. She came downstairs, She came downstairs to speak to us all. We were all in the room. No one was sitting on anyone's knee. And then this other thing about the voice note thing, right? What it was, Dave, I done it on Dave's phone. Me, Axel, and Dave was sitting in the car, and Dave says, "Listen, Decca, my daughter's getting bullied at school. Will you send her a nice message just to give her a big me up kind of thing?" So when I said it's your famous friend, So like bare knuckle fighter. So that was
Yeah.
kind of like, it wasn't done in a way of a
No.
sinister way. It was
No.
done in a way of so no one would pick on her. Do you know what I mean? But
So
he
Dodgy Dave,
twisted it,
why
man,
hasn't
into a
Dodgy Dave
fucking.
got the video of the lap? Dodgy Dave, yeah, you're calling me a wimp for not letting you on. Listen, there ain't no wimps here, bruv. You're the one wearing a balaclava and a weird little fucking mask, and you have masks of Decca Heggie all around your house. If
Dan, you've
he
got to ask
fucked
him.
your daughter, mate, you wouldn't
Dan,
have masks of his face all around your house, would you?
Dan, you've got to ask him this question, right? He's a father of 6 kids. What the fuck's he doing with balaclavas sitting on YouTube?
Yeah, Decca, answer that, Dodgy Dave. So you always call Decca out, don't you? No, you're soft, mate. You're the one in a balaclava, ain't? And that Dodgy Dave, ain't you robbed an old lady and all of her life savings? And you're going
This
on
is what
about
I
Decca
mean, mate.
Heggie, yeah? Like, come
The
on,
thing
bro.
is that Dave forget this, and I'm not a one for making threats. Dave forgets where I'm not. I've been to Dave's house. That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, I'm not making threats. The man's pushed. Listen, he said so much. So listen, Dave, because I know you're watching. You're welcome to come to. Listen, you're welcome to come to Carlisle anytime. You know where I'm at or where I'll be. Come and visit me. Come and have a cup of coffee anytime. We'll have a chat face to face, not over the phone.
Yeah, and also, Dave, apparently you want to come on Sunday, Dodgy Dave, yeah? So, Dodgy Dave, if you do turn up Sunday, I'd like to fucking smash you on the undercard of Decca and D, mate, because you are fucking wrong, mate. Robbing old women and coming on and fucking saying what you're saying. Decca, let's move on to this fight, bud. Obviously you met them all last year when you done that podcast, didn't you, for your show, The All or Nothing? You had Dougie on.
It was the first podcast to film a live traveller fight. I met them, a brilliant, lovely family, mate. Lovely family. They're all gentlemen.
How did you like, Decca? You must admit, right? See, a load of people said, right, and I'm going to confirm this with you because obviously I've been speaking to the Joyces. All the people that actually matter in the fight have been speaking the last week. You agree with that, Decca? Obviously,
Yeah.
all the people that are concerned. There's loads of rumours going around and blah blah blah, but we can confirm, right? This fight, 100%. You're fair play, man. We can't confirm that, but this fight's happening from yours and Dean's side. You know, there ain't no getting out.
Listen, I'm in Oxford now, right? At Sunday at 1 p.m, I'm going to be standing in that ring. If he doesn't turn up, I'll be claiming victory. Simple as that. The thing is, I've came down 2 days early because I want to get this. Listen, he's lived in my head for months. I don't know why it's took him 16 weeks to get fit. I was ready 7 or 8 weeks ago, but obviously I've had to take over. But he's actually given me more time to learn the art of boxing and learn more stuff along the way. But I mean, like I say, like Danny's repeated in one of his channels, why if you're gonna fight, just get it done with straight away. I've come down 2 days early. I'm chilled out. I'm happy. And I'm excited for it. So, and nobody's going to stop
Danny more. Decca, do you respect Danny more now, like months on after the fight? Because obviously afterwards there was a lot of fucking still animosity. But all these months on, do you respect Danny more now?
100%. I mean, we're never going to be friends, are we? But you can't hate a man for the rest of your life. At the end of the day, he's turning his life around, isn't he? Listen, we've all made mistakes in life, right? I was no angel, right? But you can't judge us on our past. At the end of the day, sometimes in life it takes mistakes to make us better people, and that's what I think that lad's done. He's trying to better his life. He's got himself a contract with a big bare-knuckle company, and he's moving on with his life. Unfortunately, you get a lot of jealous people on YouTube that try and bring you down, but listen, good luck to him. I'm trying to do that myself. Listen, like I said, after this Dean fight, I'm just going to move on, get on with what I'm doing. I'm not interested in these idiots and balaclavas and fucking all them sort of people. I mean,
on that note, bud, right, in all seriousness, right, there's been a lot of people call you out, and to be fair, probably Danny Christie's the only one who turned up, isn't it? But there's been a lot of people call you out for clout chasing. And I've always said to them people, it's a very, very dangerous call. You know, it's a dangerous to call someone out and tell you, unless somebody really wants to fight you, like then and can, and like this is what's annoyed me, like because obviously people have attacked you, yeah, and some people have called you out, and then when you've responded, they've disappeared.
The thing is with me,
Like, how
Dan,
does that affect you mentally with that?
the thing is with me, Dan, I just don't fight anybody because, listen, I'd rather not fight. I'd rather just live a peaceful life. But for me to fight someone, there's got to be a bit of hatred there. So obviously with Dean, he's called me all those names. Now I hate him. When Mr. Joe Bloggs just uses my name for clout, I can see right through it. And it's like, where, I mean, look, for example, Brett May calls me out and then gets a contract with BKFC. I mean, I just don't understand it. It's like these people are calling me out. Well, but I take it as a compliment because I must be all right, eh?
Well, you've been before the Danny Christie fight. I mean, you weren't retired, but you weren't active, was you? As a fighter, you was like podcast. You was trying to get on with your podcast. And if I remember, a couple of you and Jimmy, what was his name? That young lad. You always wanted to be a documentary maker, didn't you? Because after your first fight, you did Decca Heggie's Hardest Men, wasn't it, with Jimmy?
Yeah.
Connie Mead. So what's been more? Has that always been a thing of yours to do documentaries and stuff? Because you seem to slip into that role quite well, to be fair.
Well, Dodgy Dave got my Knives Down, Fists Up documentary taken down, which was actually filmed by Axel. So we own the content. We're actually talking now. I've actually got a legal team talking to YouTube to retrieve the content and get us back up and running. And anybody, the new rules, I don't know whether you're aware of this, Dan, that anybody using false or fraudulent copyright strikes will have their channels terminated.
Right. Obviously, we've been chatting about that today, haven't we? Because obviously, I released that documentary yesterday, didn't I? Because obviously, I met you back in 2014. And you quite liked the one I released yesterday. And obviously, it got to 10,000 views. And somebody decided to fuck it over, didn't they? We won't mention the person's name.
Look at all these people saying stuff about me, but I'm not getting the videos taken down. Do you know why I'm not getting the videos taken down? Because I've got nothing to hide, because it isn't true. If you're taking people's videos down, you're pulling the truth away. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to take away the truth and stick with their own narrative.
How hard is it for you, Decca, mentally? Because I know, like, the frame of mind you're in now, obviously, you're probably not paying much attention to YouTube and stuff, but obviously sometimes them comments do really affect you, don't they?
They used to, but not now. I've actually took Joe Rogan's advice. The official All or Nothing podcast, I don't look at the comments anymore. The mental health one is just all positive and it's just mental health. But no, it's I don't look at the comments anymore. The thing is, I'm quite knowledgeable up about the algorithms. So like people say, oh, why do you keep putting love hearts on the comments? It's actually the love hearts, Dan, that push the algorithm of the video.
Decca, obviously, I don't really want to go in. Obviously, I'm trying to stay neutral with you and Dean. Obviously, I've known you a long time, Decca, and obviously know probably you're one of the hardest men to hurt in bare knuckle boxing. Even if your mind's not there, your fitness is not there, you can take a lot of punishment. How do you see this fight going with Dean on Sunday? Like, realistically, because you kind of know him, don't you?
Listen, everybody on YouTube's underestimating him. I'm not. I've trained for the best version of him, okay? And the thing is, this version of Decca Heggie is a very dangerous man. I am the fittest I've ever been. And that isn't talk. You'll see on the day. I could go for an hour. I'll go for 45 minutes. It doesn't matter, because during camp, all the training we've done and taking our time and starting to learn how to slip the shots and the head movement and the footwork and all the strength and conditioning training, the sparring. I've been sparring with some of Eddie Earn's pro boxers. So I've been learning the craft. He's in with a dangerous man, and I hope he's trained hard for it, because if he hasn't, it'll be over quite quickly.
Decca, would you like? Let me ask your honest opinion. I'm going to say something now, right? Because I've got quite a few comments saying that I'm an enabler. Would you, Decca, in your honest opinion, right? Would you say me interviewing you about a fight, or other people constantly posting videos about you every day with your name in is enabling you? Am I do you think I'm like? Because people are saying I'm an enabler. I'm just interviewing you about a fight. But there's so many other people. Do you know, when we went to do that last interview, I got a lot of pressure from people who constantly made videos about you, said I shouldn't do it and enable you. Yeah, every day they were making videos about you. It's a bit of a weird place.
The thing is, Dan, for 3 years they've been saying I've been getting locked up. I've never been arrested. I don't know where these stories come from. The thing is, Dan, as well, my advice to you, if in this YouTube game, don't listen to the opinions of sheep.
Yeah, mate. Obviously, me and you have known each other for like 8 years. People don't realise that, innit?
You've got to, Dan, for you to move forward, mate, you can't let these people affect you. I mean, look what I've been through. Look,
a couple of months ago, Decca, I did, but it was me that messaged Decca today and asked him to do this. And I apologised to him for the last time of being bullied out of it, because he's a fighter. I've known him as a fighter. I don't care about his acros or anything like that. Listen, it's nothing to do with me. This guy's fighting on Sunday, so he should be able to have the opportunity to speak to a journalist about his fight.
100%. The thing is, though, I won't get into this ACRO thing, but why am I the only one that's posted my convictions online? Why has nobody else done it?
Do you know, one thing I also want to know is, right, why? Why does everybody on YouTube have to know everybody's business or fucking everything? This is YouTube, isn't it? Like, why?
It's just because, well, they've seen my convictions. They can't get anything on my convictions, so they're just trying to pull apart anything they can get, then start a new campaign. But listen, I'm over all that now. I wish the trolls all the best. I mean, I hope they can go and seek help professionally. Because listen, look, for you to spend time on YouTube all day editing videos and targeting people, you've got to have something seriously wrong mentally with you.
Definitely, and this is the dodgiest cunt of them all, right? And listen, I would rather Decca Heggie around my house than you anytime, Dodgy Dave. You
Dodgy Dave says he fights women and kids. Dave, man,
yeah,
you robbed an old woman and she died 10 days later.
At least Decca only gets the younger women who can still fight. You go for the older ones.
Isn't it funny though? Isn't it funny though, Dan? As well, I've showed my full convictions list online. I've not got one offence for hitting a woman, apart from slapping a bird's ass, like. But
Dave, you're the one that left him alone with your daughter when you already knew all the accusations, because you'd messaged him saying, "I don't
this
think."
This is the thing, though, Dan. She wasn't alone. She wasn't alone with me.
He's a wanker, isn't he? He's a liar. He's a liar. Listen, Decca may be many things, right? But that dodgy Dave, yeah, I wouldn't trust him as far as I could fucking throw him, mate. And Decca Heggie's a fighter. This is a fight channel, isn't it?
Hopefully, well, the thing is, Axel's getting on with his life now, but you want to see some of the messages you send an Axel bullying him. Horrible bully.
Decca, right, can I just ask you one thing as well? This is for you, Dodgy Dave, right? And I'm going to ask Decca this. Decca, if you had a daughter his age, right, and you claimed that he'd done something to your daughter, would you be walking around the house with a mask of him on your face in front of the kid?
I wouldn't even go on YouTube. I'd go to his house and absolutely smash him to bits.
Yeah, you're a bit weird, Dodgy Dave, aren't you, with that mask, isn't it? I want Decca to be able to answer for that, because if anyone says someone's a nonce and then they're walking around their house with a mask of that person on, it's a bit fucking weird, isn't it?
I just want to answer Luke Lee's message there. Listen, lads, everyone watching this, right? Forget this pay-per-view thing. The Oxford Joyces have confirmed, Paul Joyce, that Decca Heggie is streaming the fight on my All or Nothing. Go over to my All or Nothing Facebook page and get ready for a fight. The thing is, Dean, who's gonna pay £12 to watch you fight when you couldn't even pay your fighters, man?
Well, I mean, to be fair, Decca, I mean, how many people would want to pay if somebody might pay for a big fight card? But you know, for just one fight. Not a
No,
lot
no,
of
no.
people.
I'll be honest with Dan. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to leave you with this before I go for my supper, right? See if Dean didn't go down the N word. See if he didn't do this what he's doing now.
Yeah.
And me and him and his team and my team sat together at a table. We'd have came to an arrangement and we would have went pay-per-view. It's the fact that he got personal and started defaming me on YouTube. That was the reason why I didn't want to do pay-per-view. Why am I going to let a man earn money that's end me off for the last 3 months?
Definitely. Can I just say, Dodgy Dave,
There's the cameraman edge, right?
No, you ain't Dodgy Dave. You ain't invited, bruv. Them Joyces don't want you there. You're a fucking wrong one. Everyone knows.
Listen, honestly, hey, if he wants to come with the camera, he can. He'll be welcomed with he'll be very welcomed.
Are you going to bring your daughter as well, Dodgy Dave, and try and get her to sit on people's fucking laps, you little freak? Decca Heggie.
Listen, Dan. I hope your channel does well, mate. And what I'll do is you can interview me after the fight on Sunday.
Yeah, Decca, 100%. But obviously, I'll be there. Can you just explain to everyone as well? Some people that are trying to maybe copyright me for having your footage. Any footage of mine from the governor fight and yours, me and you are fully able to swap footage and use. Yeah.
Listen, I'm saying this on camera now. Any footage you have of me is owned by you, mate. At the end of the day, you've interviewed me on your podcast, so it's your footage, mate. It's everything, the film, the Bulldog stuff, that was all you.
And obviously, I did that documentary, and I pinched a little bit of you the other day, obviously, but you don't mind that, do you, Decca?
Well, that's called Under the Fair Use Act.
It is. Decca Heggie, I look forward to seeing you on Sunday, my friend.
Thank you, buddy.
Can you just give my mate wants to say something, Claire?
Hello, mate. I see your fight, and you said you weren't fit, etc. You put him on his knees. So this Sunday will be really nice to see you how you are now.
Yeah.
Well, I was 18 stone 12. I'm now 16 stone dead on.
Mate.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous.
And my right hand now. I've done a lot of training on that straight right. This right hand. This is
when I first met you, you went. I've got a right hand like a hurricane.
Yes, now then.
Is it like a tornado now?
It's back like that now.
Decca Heggie, thank you very much for coming on, my friend, and I will see you on Sunday. Anyone saying I'm an enabler? Dodgy Dave. Anyone else? Yeah. Show your fucking acros. Yeah. This fella's come on. It's a fight channel. Decca Heggie, I look forward to seeing you fight again.
I'll see you Sunday, Dave.
Yeah, of course you will. Anyone else?